Help the Crotch Out Radio Show grow and thrive by doing something you already do. Shop on Amazon. Amazon always has great deals for whatever you are looking for. From survivalists and riot gear to beanie babies. Next time you're going to shop at Amazon, use my link. The prices stay the same, but I get credit for the sale. Just go to tinyurl.com/LouisB and just shop normally, knowing that you're helping support the Crotch Shot Radio Show. That's tinyurl.com/LouisB.
Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, Louis B.
Welcome to the Crotch Out Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means, so if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I takes no bullshit from nobodies. Actually expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today will not be any different. Today, I am honored to have a longtime friend of the show, longtime personal friend. He is also, one of my spiritual gurus. He is the bad boy of the dating game. The beautiful, the vivacious, Mr. Locario.
Yo, why you always be saying that shit? What's going on, yo? What's poppin'?
It's tradition. Yeah, but it's tradition already. It's tradition now. I can't do it without saying some semi-gay shit to you.
What's going on?
You're a beautiful, beautiful man, is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying
hilarious.
I'm saying it from the heart.
What's going on with you, man?
So far so good, man. I mean, I had a very interesting week, which is kind of what inspired me to get you on.
Right.
You being the spiritual guru, the bad boy of the dating game. Please check out Mr. Locario at Mr. Locario TV and also MrLocario.com, and also follow him at realMrLocario.com God damn it.
All on Twitter and also on Instagram. That one of those.
Are you on Gab yet?
No, I ain't even heard about that. What's that?
Oh, it's like Twitter, but for it's for people that get kicked off of Twitter. And this is like a free speech. They don't ban you for nothing.
Oh wow! Now I gotta check that out.
Gab.ai. So get on that.
Cool.
Yeah. So yep, it's the future. It's the future because Twitter be on that bullshit. So this presidency, this administration has been really divisive. It's split people down the middle.
Right.
And it's affected dating. I'm on Tinder, I'm on all them dating sites, and I see this more and more often. No Trump supporters.
Right.
If you're a Trump supporter, don't apply.
Right.
And I used to just ignore it, and but there was this one girl that I hooked up with on Tuesday. Actually, it's we started talking on Monday.
Right.
Met her off of Plenty of Fish. I took your advice in get the digits fast.
Mm-hmm.
She showed interest, and I was like, yo, do what Mr. Locario says. Strike while the iron's hot. Got her number. We started sexting each other. Pictures were exchanged.
Nice.
I moved heaven and hell on Tuesday to get out of work on time. I cause it was like, yo, I'm getting laid tonight.
Right.
So I got out of work. I was like, yo, I'm on my way. Wait for me on 79th Street.
Right.
So got there, took a cab back, immediately back to my place.
Mm-hmm.
Clothes off.
Right.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Nice.
Wow. I'm happy. I'm relaxed. So we're talking. That's when we started to try to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Which, naturally, let's not waste time getting to know each other. Just let's get it popping. And we get, and she's like, oh, so how come you don't, she's like, oh, so when do you perform comedy? I'm like, oh, well, I'm taking some time off. And also, I don't really get booked as much because, I'm not a liberal. Whoops. Whoops. She's like, oh God, what does that mean? And I was like, well, let's just say hashtag build the wall. And
so you're this Trump supporter, and she got mad because
she got tight. She got tight. No, she got tight. And I was like, she's like, are you serious? He's such an asshole at this. And I'm like, well, but Hillary's a criminal. She's actually done shit.
Right.
She's friends with actual Nazis. Oh yeah, but Trump's done way worse.
Right.
And I'm like, well, on stage I usually sing a little song, Hillary for prison, throw her ass. And she's like, oh my God, I just can't be here. I'm sick now. And she's and I'm like, I'm laughing because I think she's joking. She's putting her clothes back on. I'm like, yo, are you serious? She's like, you should have disclosed that in your profile before I sucked your dick. And I started laughing because she swallowed.
Oh shit!
I wasn't even mad. So funny. I wasn't even mad because again, at the end of the day, I got what I wanted, and she left.
Right. That's hilarious though. But this is, it's funny because I don't really care about Trump, Hillary, whoever. A lot of it's one thing if you say a person says, hey, this is what I believe in, this is what I like. You understand? And it is what it is. But if they can sort of be on a certain level to where, they don't make that judge.
Yeah.
Sort of another person, you understand? Because just you're for a certain person's policies or what they're about and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, it doesn't all the way affect you as a person personally. You
right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To a certain extent. To a certain extent. To a certain extent it does though, because you might have beliefs that go against what the other person believes, and then that could sort of play into what you do. You know what I'm saying? With the person.
I obviously don't have a problem with homosexuality because you're a beautiful, beautiful man. This nigga.
No, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like,
yeah, I mean,
but so the thing is, I understand where women will say, well, if you're a Trump supporter, the reason why they say that is because they're going to think that you sort of they're going to think you're like Trump. You feel what I mean? They're going to think you feel the same ways he does about things. They're going to think you, because if when Trump says grab him by the pussy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're very oh, that's crazy.
Again,
you know what I mean?
But the full quote is, when you're rich and famous, women let you.
Right. And that's what I was about to say. It's the thing where it's like, okay, what are we talking about? And let's put it into the context of what we're talking about. You see what I mean? And so in context, it's like, okay, I understand what that all means, but when it's out of context, it's just hearing the grab by the pussy type of shit. And then that's the thing that makes them, get all crazy. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man.
It's just,
that's funny though.
Yeah, cause I was like, why does it even matter? I was on Tinder too, and I matched with 2 chicks, and the same, no Trump supporters, or I hope you're not a Trumper.
Right. You gotta have a lot of that.
Yeah. And now I'm just, you know what? And this is gonna be, and this again, I'm just gonna take a page out of their book because they're the same people that will say, oh, a trans person doesn't have to tell you they're trans. So you know what? I don't have to tell a woman that I'm a Trump supporter.
Right. It's true. And you know what it is? It's not even, truthfully, it don't even fucking matter.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter because, you know, unless your support for something actually impacts, things in real life, then it don't fucking matter. Because I can say, you know, like, I don't know. I could say I'm in support for, you know, people sending food over to starving kids in a third world country. Like, I could say I'm in support of that, but unless I'm actually helping them do it, unless I'm actually participating, then my support it don't mean shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm just supporting in sort of like, you know, this, hey, I agree, but I'm not really doing anything to influence change. So unless you're really doing something, it don't really even fucking matter. And it's like, so the thing is,
well, I guess it does matter then.
Right.
Whoops. Sorry.
It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
I have called ice on people, but then again, that motherfucker made my sandwich wrong and he wanted to give me some lips. So fuck Sanchez. He could go back to fucking Guadalajara or wherever the fuck Mexico is he from. I don't give a shit.
See, I don't like none of these motherfuckers anyway. That's just me. But you know, because I didn't even vote none of that. I'm like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear. I mean, it's just, but it's like it's gotten. It just seems kind of like another level of pettiness. I mean, like, all right, you know, and I was like, actually, I ended up texting her that she better get checked out because she might have a case of MAGA. But you know, it's like, bitch, you were all over me. You were calling me cute. You were all up on me and damn near pulling it out of my pants myself.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm the fuck. First of all, I'm brown. So I'm brown. You're a white girl. The fuck.
Wait, how did this chick look though? How was, cause I want to know what was up, like, how did she look? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give her? In your opinion?
I was dumpster diving. I'm not gonna lie. I was dumpster diving. She looked like Majin Buu.
Who's that? I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Oh shit! All right, hold on.
How do you spell that? I'm gonna Google that right now while I'm talking. How do you spell it? Majin? M-Y? What?
No, M-A-Majin.
And then Boo?
B-U-U. B-U-U.
B-U-U?
Yeah.
Majin Buu.
Majin Buu.
Nigga, is that a fucking cartoon character?
Well, you know, and the fat version. So,
yo, why you stupid, dude? How you make me Google this shit?
You're the one that you wanted to know.
Hilarious. I hope she didn't look like that shit.
Look again. I was having the only dry spell.
Oh shit!
She looked like a fat Majin Buu. That. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Like
so
yo.
Alrighty. Okay, that sounds better.
Alright, so you get me? Everything good?
Everything is gravy.
Awesome. That works.
Yes. Alright. Uh-oh.
Cool.
You caught the case of the MAGA?
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean,
but yeah, that's how it goes, man. With these ladies, you gotta understand, man, like that those emotions are the things that's gonna, you know, dictate how they're gonna act and go through shit. But you know, the thing is, certain things like, you know, it's best to not talk about religion or politics when you first deal with a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So okay, let's say, I mean, look, because I'm already taking the strategy that I'm just never gonna bring it up. But then again, what am I going to do when if it's a girl that I meet and is like, yo, she kind of special, and you know, I wanna make it more than just boning, and like, how do you, like, it's gonna come up, or she'll want to go someplace or do something if she brings up politics or something that, you know, maybe I'm not feeling. Like, she'll be like, hey, I want to go to this Marxist film festival, and I'd be like, nah, because I'm gonna go there with C4 and blow that motherfucker up my damn self.
Well, I mean, you know,
I'll be the world's.
Depends on.
I'll be the
what
first.
you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'll be the world's first libertarian terrorist. I mean, shit.
Because like this, man, like it's like, okay, if you're dealing with a girl and let's say you first meet her, whatever, because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're gonna like the chick or not, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But when you first meeting a chick, you know what I'm saying, and you just, let's say you just trying to have a good time, trying to hook up, you just trying to have sex, whatever, right? You don't need to get into no deep conversations about nothing. But the thing is, though, is that if you don't want to ever really have to lie to a chick. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't have to volunteer, you know what I'm saying, information. So, for example, if it never comes up about political stuff, you ain't gotta talk about that shit, right? Now, if she comes up with some political stuff, most chicks probably won't even, in most cases, usually those social justice warriors are the ones that even want to talk about that shit. Mm-hmm. But, if it does come up, if you're like, look, man, I ain't really trying to talk about no politics right now. I'm trying to get to know you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it back to that. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the event that you and her actually are feeling each other, you understand what I'm saying? And y'all keep seeing each other and everything, and then, and then later on politics comes up or whatever. At that point, then the actual bond that you and her have will probably be way more stronger than any type of political nonsense that you and her, have differences with, because the political shit is really it's superficial shit. You understand what I'm saying? Once you get to know somebody and she's feeling you feeling her, she knows you and you know her, so y'all know each other on an intimate, personal level. So even if, let's say, for example, you agreed with some shit, some shit Trump said or whatever, that doesn't necessarily, at the end of the day, reflect 100% on who you are, because she sort of knows the type of guy you are. You see what I'm saying? But she would have never known that if she would have just cut you off from the beginning because of, yapping about politics all day. You see what I'm saying? So that's like kind of like the thin line you gotta, like sort of cross or balance out in that situation. You know what I mean?
So how unethical would it be, like, if it just comes up like in the beginning, like how these chicks are on Tinder, with the no Trump. I mean, I just straight out lied and be like, I voted for Gary Johnson. I voted.
I say don't even bother to put nothing on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I wrote.
Like, don't even bother.
Yeah.
So, like, don't even bother to put, none of that type of, like that type of stuff on there too much, because again, it's like, you don't have to volunteer a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that I do or feel, certain ways about that I don't put on my freaking, you know what I'm saying, on my profiles and shit. I just put the shit that I want them to know at the time, and I put the stuff that I feel is important for them to know at the time. And that political shit really isn't, an issue. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter, because let's say Trump doesn't get reelected and he's not in office anymore. Like, does it even matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't even really matter now. What does it matter in the real life situation it's going to be in with this girl? So it's almost like, you don't want the stupidity of a person saying, well, look, man, like just because you feel this way about this, I don't, and I don't even know you yet, I'm just going to judge you based off of that. You understand? Now again, you still gotta sort of feel people out, and that's just in general. But if she feels you out and she sees that you're cool, and you feel her out and you see that she's cool, who the fuck cares about all that bullshit? You know what I mean? As long as you're not acting on it, but acting on those, beliefs as far as it actually making change in real life. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing that, people gotta understand. Because the relationship is about the actual people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who are the people in it, and what do you really care about, and how are you really?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Again, which is why it made me laugh, because I'm like, bitch, you just swallowed me.
Right.
And you really give a fuck?
Right.
Like, we were in the fucking lift, and I had to, like, smack your hand away. Like, yo, chill.
Right.
Habib is staring at us.
But that's how it is with, and that's,
he was about to have
with a lot of relationships is people put all of this other stuff on top of actually the things that matter, which is, you know, getting to know who the person is and seeing if y'all connect. That's all it really is. Like all that extra, which is the political stuff, the religious stuff, the where you grew up, all that other stuff is like, okay, yeah, that's all cool and all, but who are you really though? Like, who are you really? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really about?
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's like, let's say if you're like, okay, well, I like Trump because he's a businessman and I'm inspired by his business savvy, which is why I like the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, she got upset. She got upset because I was also saying, you know, like he's really inspiring to me because he took on Republicans and Democrats both gunning for him and he still won. And that pissed her off even more. And I'm like, how
right.
Like
because the thing is with me, I don't like the dude because he's racist and he's be on a lot of bullshit. That's just me though. But there's part of me that I like about him, meaning I like that the business side. Like, okay, you want some business shit, I could respect you as a businessman. But everything else I don't really care. But at the end of the day, it still don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I'm with a chick and I'm talking to a chick, just because that's like you might as well, a person might as well say, look, I don't want to mess with you because you watch The Walking Dead and I watch Empire and we can't fuck with each other. Like, it's like is that stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you like honestly, that type of stuff.
I honestly can't fuck with a chick that watches fucking Empire. Like, really, when I was done with that show when they had fucking Precious have a sex scene in that shit. I'm like, are y'all serious? You seriously giving Precious a sex scene up in this bitch?
I never saw the show anyway, so I can't tell you.
Like they had Precious having sex. I'm like, this is some bullshit. That shit. Like you mean to tell me there's no line is like, bitch, you smell like fucking some corn chips and pork chops. Like, like that's just real life.
Right.
Honey, I love how your pussy smells like a fucking sewer. Like,
right.
Like I fuck fat chicks. I know this.
That's funny.
It's like
that's funny, that's a good interesting topic you bring up though, because that's out there a lot. You got a lot of chicks that's like, oh, no Trump supporters and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then if you support that or whatever, or it's just in general sort of like saying like, what is it that really makes a relationship or connection interesting, and are we stopping ourselves from getting to meet people that we may like because of all the preconceived notions? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That comes with, cause you know what I mean? Like, cause even real talk, sometimes if I'm on Tinder, I see chicks that'll be like, they'll say that they're a feminist and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And so I won't even have a thought like, oh, she's a feminist. She's probably on this bullshit and that bullshit and that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like that too. Because whenever I'm guilty, if I see someone like, oh, I am a non-binary Galactic Federation feminist. I'm like, Galactic Federation this bitch a Klingon? Like, what the fuck? Galactic Federation fucking spot. I am a Vulcan feminist. Like the fuck? Not like all these like new terms. I can't date a man that does not know the word, does not understand the meaning between a Klingon and a Ferengi feminist.
Right.
It's like,
so they have a lot of chicks on that goofy shit. You know what I mean? And then they have other women who are just not on any of that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, it takes for you to find those girls who aren't on none of that stuff, just and rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or the one, or this one chick that I saw, just like, I ended up cursing her out because she was she pissed me off so bad. She's like, oh, I am a sapio demisexual, but no fat guys. Like,
oh man. That's crazy.
Like, wait,
what
do you mean? How are you sapiosexual or demisexual, but no fat guys? Okay, well, I identify as Brad Pitt, bitch, and now what?
It's crazy.
It's
man.
Like
it's a lot of shit.
It is. It's like now, like especially nowadays. Like I was like going like I googled like a couple articles, and they're basically saying, dating someone of opposite politics will never work. Okay, so what's gonna stop me in lying?
Right.
It's like, because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get laid, and I really don't got time. Nobody got time for this.
And see, that's the thing. You had sex with a chick who had different sort of politics than you. So obviously, what they're saying is that she was feeling you. You know what I'm saying? So all that other extra stuff is kind of like corny. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because it's like, okay, all of that stuff about what it's about and the politics of this and the politics of that and all that shit changes and all this other stuff. And on top of that, there's most of the women that I've dated, don't agree with maybe 90% of the shit that I say or think or talk about or believe. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't agree with that shit. And half the stuff, I don't agree with what they think. But we still get along. We still have a good time. We're still attracted to each other. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that the stuff that I believe or what they believe doesn't actually, is not anything harmful or violent or crazy. Now, when it gets to that point, then that's an issue. You see what I'm saying? Well, but if it's not really about that, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, so,
I do want to take illegal immigrants and put them in a catapult and, like, you know what? How's about, like, I'm just gonna steal, I'm gonna steal a joke from Carlos Mencia for a change. Like, how's about we take illegal immigrants, instead of deporting them back to their country of origin, we deport them to a totally different country. Like, we take Mexicans and we send them we'd send them to like North Korea. Coño! Just fuck them up.
I don't get into all that political stuff, man. I'm just like, yo, man.
I want to emphasize. Live your life, man. Yeah, I just want to emphasize your point that you just made, because she was feeling me, she was all over me, and then this one little thing, she bounces, and it just made the whole, like, bitch, you had my dick in your mouth. Like, what? I'm still the same person. And she didn't leave unsatisfied. I did my part.
Right.
Also
too, though, you gotta understand too that sometimes you still gotta, like, cause if I was her, or anybody else in that situation, when you're sort of prejudging the person,
if
you gotta really have conversations with people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Locario, like, if you were her, if you were her, you would. I'm pretty sure you would be an amazing lover if you were.
Pause that shit. Pause that. Pause that shit. Strip that from the record. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker over here. So what I'm saying is,
I'm just saying, you look like you're very attentive and giving.
No, people gotta communicate, bro. People gotta communicate, man. Like, that's all it is, because it's too much. I see this shit every day, B. Like, even with times that I'm dealing with chicks or, clients that I have or whatever, everybody's always fucking shit up just based off miscommunication, because we already have these preconceived notions about who we think people are. Now, once you question people and once you have a conversation, then you'll start to see what people really talk about in a lot of cases. Now, sometimes you might know or see that a person is a certain way based off of, gathering a lot of information that you've already seen. So, for example, like people like me and you, where we do actual things on social media, a person could sort of see a lot of stuff we're doing and be like, okay, I can see that he's about this, and this is this type of stuff he talks about, this is his stance on stuff, and then even then they could still have a conversation and be like, because they might misinterpret something. But when you first meet somebody, and you don't really, know them that well or whatever, you still gotta actually have that conversation and see, like, yo, what is this person really about? What do you mean by this? You understand? Because I went on some date with some chick, and she was talking about she was a feminist. And so as soon as she said feminist, of course, my conditioned mind assumed, oh, she's one of those, type of chicks or whatever. So then as I'm, talking to her, all she really meant was she just wanted, like, women to, be treated fairly at jobs and, and to get paid a good wage and not to be treated badly in sexual situations. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, that sounds normal to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in my mind, as soon as I hear feminist, I'm thinking, oh, you're one of those crazy, insane, man-hating women. You understand? That's what people will think at the time. So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people got to really, like, actually just talk to people sometimes and not just jump down a person's throat just because you have this preconceived notion of what, you know, just a little blurb or blip of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know.
Yeah. So where else should we go? I mean, it just really comes down to, like, the question that I guess started between Adam and Eve when Adam asked God, why is Eve so fucking corny? She talking to snakes and shit. like, oh, this goofy bitch. I thought I was having an apple, and now my whole life's fucked up.
So I guess it's safe to say that you and this girl not gonna see each other anymore.
Yeah, no, I asked her, so there's not gonna be a second date. I was acting dumb. I was acting so ignorant and dumb because I'm like, bitch, you had my dick, and I'm really emphasizing this, aren't I? Like you swallowed it. Like you have a piece of me digesting in you right now.
That's funny.
And you're leaving. And
I mean, you know, the good part about all of this though is, you know, you met the chick and you got some sex, you had a good time, and you know that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's a good thing.
That's why I'm not even upset. I'm not even mad. I'm like, the whole like, this is why it inspired this episode. I'm like, it to me it just doesn't matter, because with me, if she was like a big Hillary supporter, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have been able to give any less of a fuck. And it's just like, why? Like it's just a question that, like, I've been asking women, why does it matter? Why? What does it? What? Right. Like, you know, you take, okay, I voted for this person, but you don't even bother asking. Like, they don't even bother asking, why did you vote for this person?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, ask some questions. You know what I mean? Like, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you said, if you, let's say, for example, if, you know, you're dating somebody and then they say, oh, why'd you vote for Trump? And you're like, oh, well, I like that he, you know, discriminated against black people back in the day when it came to housing, right? Now, if you say that, the person's like, okay, well, this guy's racist, so I'm just not going to date him because I don't want to date a racist. Cool, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at least let's have a conversation about it. You see what I'm saying? So, but again, this is the difference between people who sort of think critically and people who just think in a simple-minded way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or it's just lazy.
It's just like a buzzword, and then it's like, I sort of put everything on top of you based off of what I just heard. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
Like,
you know what I mean? So
like, I think what's going on is, like, they're like, oh, if we deny these guys pussy, they're gonna change their mind. I'm like, bitch, that shit didn't work in Chicago. They still killing themselves up in there, and probably they're killing each other more because now they got, like, bowls full of cum, and they don't know they have all this fucking energy.
Right.
Like me, like, honestly, like, the last thing, you know, when I got freaking drained out, the last thing I was thinking about is Trump. Like, I was like, okay, well, I freaking, when she left, I made myself a sandwich. I poured myself a drink, and I finished watching Punisher on Netflix. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, Punisher is a good show.
It was. It was dope. Yeah, it was. That's why I brought it up. That's why. It was a lot better than Defenders. I was really fucking disappointed in Defenders.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Why they do Luke Cage like that? Why they did Luke Cage like that?
What do you mean?
Sweet Christmas. I don't know.
Oh,
it's like. I mean, this dude was supposed to be like, you know, like in the comics, he was Brother Man. He was like, you know, Mr. Pro Black, but they had like fucking, you know, Bojangles here. I'm like, motherfucker, really, really?
That's crazy. They made him on some cornball shit in the show.
You haven't seen?
I never read the comics though, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know, so,
Yeah, no, but he was like Black Power, like, and all that, and it's like they make him into like, it's like, fuck Disney.
I don't know. I got it, because I haven't read the comics though. I mean, he's still sort of Black Power in the show, sort of, because he in Harlem, he helping everybody out, but that is I find it funny that they have a a black man who's bulletproof, you know what I'm saying? Just getting shot up by the cops and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting, but that's a whole nother story.
But that's in the comic though. That's in the comic. It's not like, I mean, at least they, okay, it's in the comic. So I wasn't too bothered about the politicization of that. Like I was like, okay, well, it makes sense.
Nah, they know what they do.
Yeah, I know.
It's all connected, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know with the hoodie and all that. Yo, what size are you? Say no more, brother. So yeah. So, damn, we ran out of shit. Chicks are really that corny. We're not talking about that. So anyways, yeah. So basically, I couldn't give a fuck. It was like I was on the phone with my boys and I said, "Yo, guess what this corny bitch did?" They're like, you won, right? I'm like, yeah, I know I won. It's like I'm the one that cause she left my house in the Lower East Side at 3 a.m, which if you know about the Lower East Side overnight, it's kind of crazy. This bitch would rather go outside and potentially die than be safe here with me. Because of
she probably thought she was gonna die with you too. She probably think you was gonna do some crazy shit because you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's what we're known for. Yeah. It's like
you probably thought you was gonna grab her by the pussy in your sleep.
But I wouldn't. I already had consent. She would have welcomed me grabbing. I grabbed her by the pussy the whole time I was here, and she was like, fucking. I fisted her.
That's funny.
She like up to my wrist, but she still wanted me to fist her.
Right.
Like, it's like, come on, like I was like almost elbow deep in you. Like, what are we talking about here? Why are you mad? Man. Why are you mad? I'm like, why does it matter? Like, I'm just, and she was more like, I mean, and the more pissed off she got, the harder I was laughing in her dumb face.
Man, that's crazy. When I see you again, you gotta show me a picture, man, because I always like to see pictures of chicks
You're
that
not gonna be
had sex with, because I want to see if I had sex with the chick. You know what I'm saying?
No, you didn't. And trust me, you're not gonna be proud of me. It's not an achievement. I'm being honest. I'm being honest because you know what? I'm honest with the people. I'm honest on my show. You're not gonna be proud of me. I mean, in fact, I could probably send you a picture right now if you're really curious. In fact, hold on. Let me send you a picture on now because I want to get your fucking reaction.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man,
that's funny. You might have to email it to me. My phone be acting funny. Like if I'm on the phone, I can't get the. So you have to email me at askmrlocario@gmail. So send it there.
All right, ask Mr. Locario. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, so ASK, excuse me, ASK Mr. Locario@gmail. Yeah, so send that shit. That's funny, man.
Oh man,
craziness.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, it's like, oh, I want to know what she looked like. You're not. You're gonna be upset with me. I'm just. Yeah, this will probably end our friendship. You'd be like, I didn't teach this motherfucker to do this. No wonder he hits on me. It's ask Mr. Pause. Ask Mr. Lucario.
Yeah, ASK Mr. Locario@gmail. Yeah, ask Mr. Locario.
Gmail.
Yeah.
And guys, please don't send no penis pictures to Mr. Locario because that'll make me look bad. Thank you. Oh. You're not gonna be proud of me. You're just not. It's just you're just not.
Come on, man.
You're not.
That's funny.
Oh God.
That is funny.
Just,
man.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
Oh,
Oh man.
crazy.
It is crazy. It is the craziest. Alright, man. Okay. Boom. Yeah, fuck it. That's good enough. Alright. I'm sending it now. It's sent.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this will probably be the last episode I ever do with Mr. Locario. I would like to thank him for having on and his years of service.
Oh my goodness, hilarious.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got the picture. That's funny.
Told you. Nothing
Funny.
Nothing to be proud of. Nothing.
Oh, hilarious. Craziness, man.
But she did her job.
That's funny.
She did her job. And
That's funny. Hilarious.
just
Oh man. So it's over between you two with the rat.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of sad about it. Like,
That's funny.
like,
That's
like
funny.
like I said, I was dumpster diving, right?
Yeah.
That's just,
It's crazy. Wow.
oh man. Oh goodness. So yeah, so what you think? Yeah, she should type?
Oh, nah, she's definitely not my type, but
You should. Not even, I mean, she'll keep you warm at night. Like, I don't get it, Mr. Locario. You're a brother. She's a fat white chick.
Nah. Nah, that ain't my flavor right there. But hey, everybody has their own,
Hey,
and their own taste,
hey, don't knock it till you try it, my friend. Oh man, I'm glad she doesn't know about this show, so she doesn't know.
Yeah, that's funny. It's funny.
So how's about we end it here?
All right, man. Yo, this shit was too funny, dude. Like, oh man. But yeah, with these chicks on Tinder, man, just you know what I'm saying? Gotta communicate with them, man. You gotta have some conversations, bro.
Or keep your mouth shut about keep the mouth shut about the beliefs. So that
exactly.
way, yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut about the political stuff and the religious stuff. And, just, and if it comes up, you know what I'm saying? Be like, what are you trying to talk about that, man? Get out of here. And if she was pushing for that, if it's like an issue, you just have to charge it to the game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That is it.
So anyways, where can people find you again?
Yeah, hit me up at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com, or hit me up at badboymembership.com, where you can join my Bad Boy membership program. You get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. All right, so yeah, holla at me.
Thank you. That was Mr. Locario. And also, guys, when you go to the site, please use both hands. Don't be a creep. He doesn't like that.
All right, bro. I'll let you later, man. All right.
All right.
Later.
So anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. That was Mr. Locario, one of my favorite guests to have on the show. He's awesome. He's also awesome people in real life. Definitely hit him up. Definitely patronize his business. He will help your ass out. He will straighten you out. So definitely, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. As always, come back next week, man. Same crotch time, same crotch schedule. And as always, from my house to your house. Mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Help the Crotch Out Radio Show grow and doing something you already do. Shop on Amazon. Amazon always has great deals for whatever you are looking for. From survivalists and riot gear to beanie babies. Next time you're going to shop at Amazon, use my link. The prices stay the same, but I get credit for the sale. Just go to tinyurl.com/LouisB and just shop normally, knowing that you're helping support the Crotch Shot Radio Show. That's tinyurl.com/LouisB.